All right, it is time to talk money right now. Whether you're considering putting your house on the market or wondering how to invest in this uncertain economy, we know you have a lot of money questions out there, and we have someone here who can help you. Deanna Dordry, the president of American Equity Mortgage. We actually went around town and gave people the opportunity to ask you questions.
Okay.
So let's get started.
Great.
We have some big ones. Here's the first one.
What their thoughts on what the economy is going to relate to in the next year or so. I mean, I know the economy is kind of bouncing back a little bit, but you know, what their forecast and what they really think is going to hit, you know, and what's not going to hit, and what I should invest in.
Perfect.
That is, and it's a great question. The economy is recovering. We're out of the recession, and even though we still have high unemployment, we are seeing growth in our economy, which is a very good thing. So it's a great time to be in the market. What I would recommend, instead of trying to choose the next big thing, is to invest steadily in the market and keep a diversified portfolio. So, for instance, if you think technology is going to be the next big thing and you put all your money in it and you're wrong, then you're going to lose your money. Where if you put a little bit in technology, a little bit in financial, a little bit in healthcare, and keep it diversified, then you're much more apt to grow your money. And you want to invest for the long term. It's not a short-term decision. And you want to make sure that you balance your risk profile with how long you can be in the market.
So don't go in there and yank it out every time you get frightened.
Right. You need to stay in because it's the long term that where you ride out the ups and the downs that really you see the growth over time.
Well, with that answer, I'm assuming you are not one who thinks you should put all your money in gold right now. A lot of people are out there saying you should do just that.
Yeah, you hear a lot about that right now, and that's a commodity. It's very specialized, and you really have to know what you're doing, so it is not something for your average investor to jump into.
Okay, well, we also have to talk about the housing market, and this next question addresses that.
My question would be, when would be a good time to put your house on the market?
Market is when you're ready to sell it.
Okay.
You don't want to try to time the housing market, and spring is kind of the start of the selling
But things
season.
have changed now, and it's not necessarily the spring. It's kind of when you've sold your house, I guess.
Well, it is for a lot of people, depending on if they're selling a house in order to buy a home. But the most important thing and the hardest thing for people to do is to price it for the current market that you're in. And that's where you really need to do your homework, work with a good realtor who can really help you price it. Because we all think our home is worth more than what someone else thinks, so we really need to understand what else is available in the market and price it accordingly. And you want to get your home ready to sell, so clean it up, maybe it needs a fresh coat of paint, clean out the closets, make sure the landscaping is in order so that it looks nice.
Take your time, don't just throw it on the market and jack it up to whatever price you think you're going to get. Then you could never sell it. All right, let's get to the last question.
Okay.
Well, actually, my dad is retiring, so I would ask them, what is the best option for someone who's getting ready to retire? What's the best advice that I can give them in order to put their money away and lock it so that they can continue to get that money over time?
The best thing to do when you're getting ready to retire is make sure that you're in more fixed income, so bonds and CDs and things like that, so you don't have volatility of the market, because you're going to be using that money.
Sure.
So you need to keep it secure.
Deanna, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
So nice to get advice from you. And you can contact American Equity Mortgage just by calling this number, 314-878-9999, or go to the website AmericanEquity.com. Thank you.
Thanks.
Matt.
Virginia, thank you very much. More great days still to come. First, though, here's today's Brown and Crouppen Legal Minute.
You'd be hard-pressed to find somebody who hasn't been in a car accident. With millions of cars on the road and millions of people in a hurry, accidents are as common as the flu. While most people know the flu routine, you know, chicken soup and lots of rest, most people don't know what to do after a car accident. So here's my chicken soup for the car accident. First, tend to the injured and call 911 if necessary once your car is in a safe place. Second, make sure you call the police and get a police report. And use that new camera phone to take some good photos of both cars. Third, get contact and insurance information from the other driver and any witnesses on the scene, because once they're gone forever. Last, take 2 aspirin and call a lawyer in the morning. I'm Andy Crouppen. Have a great day, St. Louis.